All right, part 2 of the Danny Brown doubleheader Friday. Just got done listening to, you know what I'm saying, for the first time. Recorded that reaction. Loved it. Spoiler alert, but loved it. Oh my god. I also noticed though just now, I'm kind of fighting like a cold or something, and so at the end of that recording, I could tell I was getting tired. So I'm all fucking hopped up on Dayquil and Monster Energy to try and get through this one. But I'm fucking excited. Like, I was looking forward to this to begin with, but after listening to, you know what I'm saying, and just the mental chaos that's in that album, the stress, the mental strain Danny pushes out in that album was incredible. I loved it. I loved it. And so now we've got this. This is 4 years later. I don't know if he's done anything between this and then. Scaring the Hose, obviously. But I believe, too, that a bulk of this album was made prior to his entering into rehab. I assume so. Let me know if I'm incorrect on that piece of information. But my God, I'm really curious to see what he does on this album. You know, I've always, as I've listened to Danny Brown and gotten to know his music, I've really enjoyed it. And now, today, I might just become a Danny Brown superfan. Listening to two albums in one day. I really like what he's doing. I like that he cares about the music that he makes. I like this idea of, you know, legacy. It's been kind of, sorry, I'm a little stuffed up. It's been kind of, you know, I feel like he's pretty artistic in his expression. And I don't want to say that I enjoy the strain and the struggle that he portrays in his albums, but I do like that he does that. I do like that he puts these things out there. He seems to recall back to where he came from often, and you know, only got one life to live, and there's not much time, and all this other shit. So he cares. He really fucking cares about this, and to me, it shines through. I think he makes excellent music, man. I really do. I'm honestly kind of still just blown away by, you know what I'm saying. I guess that's it. I really want to just jump right into this. So I suppose I will. This is a kind of a quicker run. 11 tracks, 34 minutes. There's 2 music videos. If you're watching on YouTube, if you hate ads like I do, you can ad blockers still work. They still work. But if you want to watch without ads, no uncut, no interruption, Patreon's $2 a month. I also post MP3 form. So if you just want to listen to it, you can as well. And let's drop in. There's 2 music videos that I'll do Patreon only at the end, but let's drop in. So I don't really know how to pronounce this. Quaranta? I don't know. 40. It's 40 in Italian, apparently. That's what Genius was saying, or somewhere was saying when I was pulling up the lyrics. Yeah. Hold on. Sorry, I might sound kind of awful on this. I apologize. Track 1, I'm just going to call it 40. So I don't have to keep not pronouncing it. Oh, actually, here, let's listen to it. Because they'll say it for us. Track 1, brand new Danny Brown. I'm excited. Head's still spinning from, you know what I'm saying. Fantastic album. Hopefully, I'm both excited and concerned. Like, what if this isn't as good? You know, like, what if the other one's way better? I don't really want to experience that. But here we go. Let's drop in. Track 1. Produced by Holly. New Danny Brown.
They say 40 in Italian.
40 is Quaranta.
Yeah.
Say it again, robot lady. Say it again. Quaranta. I can't. I can't say it. We're just gonna call it 40.
Quaranta.
Oh yeah, cool. It's like, is that like some Spanish guitar way in the background?
This rap shit done saved my life and fucked it up at the same time. Got pain in my heart, I can't hide. A lot of trauma inside, you can see it in my eyes.
Oh my God.
Ended in seconds. This time on my side. Show must go on. Bought a ticket, take the ride.
Bought a ticket, take the
Songs
ride.
of life with a dead dream. Think he made it, everything ain't what it seems.
Sold the dream, Bought a Nightmare. I don't remember if that was 30 or Atrocity, but sold the dream and bought a nightmare. Love how it's starting. I'll shut the fuck up. Sorry.
Nigga, you 40 still doing this shit. When you gon' stop? But God gon' make you quit. Came from hardships, which changed perceptions. A blessing.
Great sound in the production.
A lot changed since Triple X came out. Bought a few cars in the house. Almost had a spouse. Got caught up, she was out. Now I'm sitting there questioning what life is about. Can you separate the life from the music? I was clueless. Now a nigga foolish. On my own. Gotta get to it. Came too far to right now just lose it. Lost everything in pursuit of my dream. Pushed everyone
Nice fucking
away.
drum drop in. Oh my God.
All everyone do is ask. When you don't have, they just talk behind your back.
Fuck yeah. That gets a heart. 40 gets a heart. Oh my God. So I'm super excited. Just got off of, you know what I'm saying, now dropping into this. One of the things I was saying during the other reaction is I get the impression that I think music really helped him. Line 1, track 1, this rap shit done saved my life and fucked it up at the same time. That pain in my heart, I can't hide, a lot of trauma inside. You can see it in my eyes. Could have ended it in seconds. Just time on my side. Show must go on. Bought a ticket. Take the ride. I very much believe strongly that life is essentially a ride. That's what it is. It's a ride. That doesn't mean it's always going to be fun. There's some rides out there. I'm sure some of you have ridden like the older, you know, wood-built roller coasters. You fucking bang you around and God, my back hurts now. Not all rides are fun, but I think life is a ride. And I love this line of bought a ticket, take the ride, because it's like, we're in it. We're in it. Like, yeah, you can get out if you want to, if that's what you really want to do, sure. But if you're in it already, just let it ride. Be on the ride and, you know, do what you will. Let it be what it is, but you can play with it a little bit too. You know, and it's kind of funny because I'm sure there are people, I'd be curious to see what the overlap is, you know, the Venn circle overlap of people who think life is boring and I wish it was just over versus people who are too afraid to take risks and really try something new, you know, put themselves out there. Songs are life, but a dead dream. I think he made it. Everything ain't what it seems. You're 40, still doing this shit? When you gonna stop? But God gonna make you quit. Came from hardships, but changed perception's a blessing. I don't have any expectation that Danny will see this. Maybe I'll try and make a short or something, but don't worry about how old you are, man. Nobody should ever worry about how old they are when they're doing something that they want to create. Fucking create it. It's your art. It's your expression. It's your life. Create it. You don't have to share it with everybody, but why? And maybe this isn't really in line with what he's talking about. He's talking about being a rapper, going on tour, all this kind of other stuff. Sure. But just in general, what difference does it make? What difference does it make what age you are? If you want to do the thing, go do the fucking thing. If there's drive inside of you, go. Just do it, you know? And I know it's not that easy. There's lots of obligations that happen in life, but, you know, there you go. A lot's changed since Triple X came out, bought a few cars and a house, almost had a spouse, got caught up, she was out. Now I'm sitting there questioning what life is about. Can you separate the life from the music? I was clueless, now a person foolish. And I don't know, I would really like to know when this was written, pre-rehab or post-rehab. I would really like to know. Because I think that's going to be a huge impact on Danny's own experience, impression toward his life, where it is now, what he's done, etc. Lost everything in pursuit of my dream, push everyone away. Now no one here for me. All everyone did was ask. When you don't have it, they just talk behind your back. Love the production on that too. It's kind of haunting. Okay, well, track 1 got a heart. Let's move on to track 2, which is called Tantor. Produced by The Alchemist. Fucking A. Here we go. Track 2. Dial-up modem. Oh, wow. Most of you probably don't even know what the fuck this is.
Reach one, teach one. Can show you to the water how you eat, son. We darker than that low tide. So strap up, my nigga, it's time to ride. Go away like scum tips, nigga. This above the rim when Birdie whip the blade out. Nigga, time to
Really, like, bold, aggressive production here.
Time to lay down, nigga, better stay down. Greyhound my playground. Got a Mexican homie named Chinese Mike. And the all-black hoodie, and he got that right. So if you pass the toe, then you got to pay your fee. Got your tickets to the murder show, RSVP.
Oh, trippy. Trippy.
For me, got problems with Parkinson, expertise. Got a problem with voting, you an absentee. This that Black Lives Matter, still sniff cocaine. Paid for a therapist, but I still ain't changed. This that Black Lives Matter, still sniff cocaine. Paid for a therapist, but I still ain't changed.
Oh. That's from The Office.
User disconnected from your channel.
Trippy. I'll be looking forward to seeing the video for that. I don't know how I feel about that one. Very aggressive, very bold in your face. But it being bookended with this dial-up modem connection. So you're connecting to something and then you're disconnecting from something. That to me is important. So I feel like there's something I'm missing here. Can sell you to the water. I don't know what that means. Danny Brown has previously referenced his prowess for salesmanship. I don't know about that. Eating noodles like pussy. Well, there's another jumping in like Greg Louganis. Who is that? American diver. Okay. Oh, he hit his head on the board. Oh, while diving. Oh, well, there you go. I knew I'd recognize the name, but I had no idea why. A cyborg with vocal cords deeper than an ocean floor. Scrape says against diving board. None of these rappers ain't eating like me. So if you pass the toll, then you got to pay a fee. Got your tickets for that murder show, RSVP. Got problems at the door, then ask for me. Got problems where Parker didn't ask for tea. What the fuck is this about? Possible wordplay reference to Parker Corey. Well, maybe. This that Black Lives Matter still sniffs cocaine. Paid for a therapist, but I still ain't changed. This that Black Lives Matter still sniff cocaine. Paid for a therapist, but still ain't change. Reach one, teach one. Can sell you to the water. How you eat some. We're talking to low tide. I have no idea. I have no idea. This makes me think this was written before non-drug place going spot. What do you call it? I just said it earlier. Rehab. Paid for a therapist, but still sniffing cocaine. Got a therapist, still ain't changed. I don't know how I feel about that one. Let's keep going. I wonder if I kind of want to see how maybe some of these songs tie together. But I feel like there's something I'm missing because it's very aggressive. This idea of connecting and then disconnecting, that seems important with context. One thing I think, well, I shouldn't say people don't give him enough credit for, because I really don't know if they do or not, but I feel like Danny does a good job of putting these elements of context into his songs. Like he's doing shit on purpose. And so this idea of connecting and disconnecting, you know, the opening track, basically almost essentially questioning the existence of life. Like, why is he even fucking here? It's all gone, not necessarily wrong, but just starting from a place of confusion, questioning life. I mean, that's it's a rough place to be in. Then you get this upload sound connecting through the dial-up modem, and then it's loud and aggressive, and then disconnect. And I wonder if it's somehow associated with the idea of trying to separate life from music, like he said in the line, like which was in quotes. I wonder if that's something his fiance, or he almost got married to, said to him. Can you separate the life from the music? So I wonder if that's supposed to be an idea of trying to separate music, this bold, loud, chaotic version of him, from life, maybe from the rest of his life. I don't know. Track 3, it's called Ain't My Concern, produced by Quell Chris and Chris Keys. Dropping into track 3. So this is after disconnecting from the previous song, which was loud and bold.
Like a moth in the flame, when you burn, you learn. Rush to mistakes, but just wait your turn. Get what you need, what you want, you earn. When it's time, then it's time, but that ain't my concern. Like a moth in the flame, when you burn, you learn.
Neat sound here with the production.
Get what you need, what you want, you earn. When it's time, then it's time, but that ain't my concern. This rap shit a layup. I'm going for a dunk, going big like bitches' panties during that time of the month. If it's an easy way to get it, tell me where to sign up. Ain't no shortcuts, a process you can trust. I done came up, nigga, on the grip and a half. Thirsty for a better life, so I poured me a glass. This little pink pill tasting like it got sugar in it. Done so much coke, it's like a gram on my booger, nigga. Shoulda, woulda, coulda, nigga, better wake up. It's a million ways to get it, better make them pay up. Don't stay up, sleep real well. Stop worrying about you niggas, started caring about myself. Looked in the mirror, started staring at myself. Took myself, I'ma get it, fuck everything else. Like a moth in the flame, when you burn, you learn.
Great production
Rush
on
to
this.
mistakes, but just wait your turn. Get what you need, what you want, you earn. When it's time, then it's time, but that ain't my concern.
Feels like stalker music, like hunting. But not, well, I'll shut up. You know, I was going to say, I almost paused it. I try not to pause it when there was only like 40 seconds left. The way Danny's flow was going through here, it just felt like hunter, predator, seeking out the prey, kind of working through, you know, it just felt that way. In this one, this is an interesting song after the other one. It feels very fueled, intense. And he talks about moth and a flame. When you burn, you learn. But now it's almost like all these burns that he's gotten from these things that have happened, learning. Now it's almost like this fire inside. There's some great lyrics on this too. Rush to mistakes, but just wait your turn. Get what you need, what you want, you earn. When it's time, then it's time. But that ain't my concern. Ain't my concern. This rap shit a layup. I'm going for a dunk. If it's an easy way to get it, tell me where to sign up. No shortcuts or process you can trust. It came up, group and a half, Thursday. Yeah. Slice of humble pie. Look myself in the eye. You can never trust yourself when you're living a lie. Those two lines are kind of huge. Slice of humble pie. Look myself in the eye. Can never trust yourself when you're living a lie. It's got another line further in too. Looking in the mirror. Where was it? Started worrying about you. Started caring about stopped worrying about you. Started caring about myself. Looked in the mirror. Started staring at myself. Took myself. I'm gonna get it. Fuck everything else. Now, this line, I'm going to get it. You know, took myself, I'm going to get it, fuck everything else. Again, I really wish I knew if this was pre or post rehab, or like, was this the moment when he said, I gotta clean up. And I gotta be careful. I don't want to harp on this idea too much either. I don't want to ruin the video by just making it so, you know, focused on that one thing, because there's a lot more here. But it is something I'm interested in. Few of these rappers I know always following trends, never stick to the code. And then there's a bit of a hesitation there. Back in the day, they sold their soul for rock and roll, but this rap shit, they sell their booty hole. I don't even want to click that annotation. What you did over there, we're doing this over here. My aunt died, was on tour, couldn't shed no tears. Had to go, won't stay, so I'm turning the page. You know, and here we go. A separation of, can you separate your life from the music? That question, first track, can you separate your life from the music? And there, the answer is yes, which is kind of strange because it feels like in the first track, the implied thing would be, you know, you need to kind of have essentially two versions of you so that this is all just blind assumption on my part. Okay. Nobody take this too seriously. This is just kind of me working through some ideas. But imagine you're in a relationship with someone and they want you to be there with them, not be this crazy, funny, silly rapper, right? But then you got to go to work. So the idea of separating your life from the work, which I imagine would be extremely difficult as a musician or any kind of, you know, musical artist. And the idea in that situation, making it seem positive to separate work or life from music. But then here's the bad side of it. Like, I'm on tour, I can't go to my aunt's funeral, which is another version of separating life from music. Sold the dream, bought a nightmare. We can wish all we want, but this ain't back in the days. Got to move on, leave the past in the past. Never know when it's over because this life won't last. There's a new guy in your spot. Now he's punching the clock. Shit's getting out of hand. Tell me when it stops. This little pink pill tasting like it got sugar in it. Done so much coke. It's like a grandmama booger. Shoulda, woulda, coulda. Let her wake up. It's a million ways to get it. Better pay up. Don't stay up. Sleep real well. Stop worrying about you. Start caring about myself. Good track. I like the production of that one quite a bit too. Let's move on to track 4, Dark Sword Angel. Produced by this, I think it's the same producers. Producers. Well, Chris and Chris Keys. Yep. Okay. Track 4, Dark Sword Angel.
We doing this even without a record. Nice. I'm from that crack rock. Find your grandma where it ring. So what the fuck they gon' tell me about anything? Strap up, nigga, get your boots on tight. I'm from Backxwash, Luca, Frisco, Dyke. Make moves that went left and you went right. Niggas wanna be hot, tell they toes all night. Long as I got the rent, can't sell me shit. You ain't got it. Out like Hannibal Burke. Got it all fucked up, thinking I won't work. But my family sit inside, you'll be all malnourished. My rap's like Tetris. Nice. Gotta know where to place them. Smoke with Dave Chappelle, the nigga think I laced them. Boy, what's the fact? You started talking about spaceship. Right, like, it's the only thing that I'm good at. Check your big shopping, ain't with nothing to that. Now I ain't gon' say that, now I ain't gon' do that. But the bitch you wet, boot her muffin top, blue back. Sit with talks like a toad on the sound. Try to put my finger in her like a rotary phone. If I take her for a spin, she would never come home. Put her hand behind her own head like her Malone. I'm totally fucking awesome. Step to the side like Iverson cross Jordan. Give me my portrait or in with a sword.
Oh my god.
Stab a nigga if you come between my swordfish. The kid's gotta eat.
Huh.
I've never seen aminos like you before.
Trippy, man. I like the production on that. That is one of the best fucking lines I've ever seen. Put her hand behind her own head like Karl Malone. Oh my god. Oh my god. Try to put my finger in her like a rotary phone. Oh, Jesus. If I take her for a spin, she would never call home. Oh, my God, man. That's just funny. Smoked with Dave Chappelle. He thinks I laced him. Knew it was the fact you started talking about spaceships. That's fucking great, too. This lyric is wrong. They're saying pine your grandma's wedding ring. Probably pawn. I mean, pine for it. Yeah, sure. But it's probably pawn. I think they miswrote that here. Doing this without a record deal. How the shit I say can't be understood by executives. Fortunately, there's probably a lot of truth to that. You know? it's got to be tough trying to make music. And, you know, somebody like Danny Brown, who clearly cares about the music that he makes and just making songs that he thinks are good, trying to deal with a goddamn record company executive who's like, well, you can't make that. You can't release this. What are you talking about? You know? I don't know what to make of this album yet. I keep trying to associate it with, you know what I'm saying? Because I just listened to it like literally 30 minutes ago. Well, maybe not literally 30 minutes ago, like an hour ago or so, but still trying to find my footing. Liking the production, pretty good production, kind of dark, kind of aggressive, kind of loud. Interesting song. But I feel like I'm curious to see if these tracks turn into different nodes that are concepts that all pin to this opening song, because the opening song, really fucking good. Really good. But you don't know until you keep listening. So let's keep listening. The next track is called Y.B.P. featuring Bruiser Wolf, Skywalker, and Casa Overall as the production team. Let's drop in track 5, Y.B.P.
Do it. What?
When we change the channel with the plies, wet clothes on the porch, we ain't have a dry. Spending food stamps, wait till you leave the stove. Too many in the bed, had to sleep on the floor. Cause my cousin always pee, getting whipped in the morning. Every night, can't sleep, got me tossing and turning. Late night in the kitchen, here I'm always fussing. Got my ass beat, I ain't even do nothing. Seen her crying in the kitchen and I don't know why. Call my aunt smoking crack and she got a black eye. Cause you was young, black and poor, being raised in Detroit. You can never learn what that nigga been taught.
Interesting production on this one.
You can never learn what that nigga been taught.
Detroit City, that's where I live. Feels like poetic justice, you get killed at the drive-in. Who gon' front you some work? We be fresh from the dirt, put you on a t-shirt. Wanna run like Barry, shoot like Zeke, but in the hood with a 9 on me like Rodney P.
Nice.
The fab,
Nice.
Police violence, that's how Malice Green
So you was young, black and poor, being raised in Detroit. You can never learn what that nigga been taught. So you was young, black and poor.
Interesting. I'm starting to settle into the sound of this one. I'm starting to enjoy it now. It's different. Very different.
You can never learn what that nigga been taught.
Stuck in the middle between Blade and Dilla. Surrounded by killers, couldn't see the big picture from a bird's eye view. We ain't had no clue. Didn't know what was true, had nothing to lose. Home where the heart is, but where's the love? Feeling lost in the world.
I like the cleaner side here. This cleaner production.
We ain't had no plan. Everything about the city made me who I am. You can make it hit, yeah, you know the rest. Every day was like a test. If you fail, it's death.
You was young, black and poor, being raised in Detroit. You can never learn what that nigga been taught. So you was young, black and poor, being raised in Detroit. You can never learn what that nigga been taught.
Huh. Yeah, that one gets a heart. That one gets a heart too. You know, again, we're Danny Brown, he's back. He's kind of reflecting back. So this Rodney Peete line is great. This is one of the few references I actually know, because I used to really follow football. I enjoyed football. I used to really enjoy it, but where the fuck is it? Something about we want to run and here we go. Okay, want to run like Barry, probably like Barry Sanders, who played for the Detroit Lions. Probably, in my opinion, one of the greatest running backs to ever watch. That guy was incredible. Shoot like Zeke, and that's probably Zeke Elliott, I suppose, the Cowboys right now. But in the hood with a 9 on me like Rodney Peete. So Rodney Peete used to be a quarterback for the Lions. He was number 9, and he was a scrambler. He could scramble. So that's a really cool reference right there. Feels like poetic justice. You get killed at the drive-in. I think this is a Kendrick. Yeah, Kendrick. Good Kid, Mad City. Great album. Let me change the channel with the pliers. I kind of remember doing that too, because the knob would break off the old TV set. So you had to we had vice grips. We just with the vice grips on there and turn it. But then you sometimes had to take it off because you turn to the right channel. Then the vice grips, the weight would pull it down more and it'd change the channel automatically. Wet clothes on the porch, have no dryer, spending food stamps. Wait till you leave the store. Too many in the bed and sleep on the floor. Cousins are always getting wet. I mean, just describing these shitty conditions, right? Seen her crying in the kitchen, and I don't know why. I caught my aunt smoking crack, and she got a black eye. Homie shot at the Coney. Hope he survives. Only go to church when someone dies. Kids raising kids, all trying to be grown up. One of my favorite songs by Danny is Grown Up, and puts a whole different spin on it, doesn't it? And how strange it is where in some areas, you know, I would say nicer areas where the kids, you know, they're kids, and as they get older, they kind of want to grow up. You know, they don't want to be treated like kids anymore, so they're trying to grow up. And, you know, all that kind of stuff. But here you have the opposite, where essentially the childhood is stolen from them. They never get to be kids because they're forced to grow up because of all the shit they got to deal with. Things never fix when you come from a broken home. Young, black, and poor, raised in Detroit. You can never learn what a person's been taught. And so this line, I think what he's really saying is, you can never learn what it's like. Like, I can never go read a book or learn what it's like to grow up like that, you know? It's either you live it and you know it, or you don't live it and you'll never know it. Let's get down to the third verse. Stuck in the middle between Blade and dealers, surrounded by killers, couldn't see the big picture from a bird's eye view. We had no clue, didn't know what was true, had nothing to lose. I love this line. Home is where the heart is, but where is the love? Great line. Feeling lost in the world, they don't care about us. Back to the world, we had no plan. Everything about the city made me who I am. You can make it here, yeah, you know the rest. Every day was like a test, who failed of its death, or a trip to county, middleman taxing to the store just a fraction, how the system made division, but it don't add up. I like that one too. Take away from the hood, never get back to us. Okay, let's keep going. Let's see what shapes up in this album. We're kind of already halfway through, believe it or not. It's a pretty quick run. Track 6 is called Jenn's Terrific Vacation, featuring Casa Overall and produced by Casa Overall. So here we go, track 6. Oh, that's I should know that. I do know that. I just don't remember the name.
On the corner just for the Starbucks. I was just looking for a combo. Right there used to be a crack house. Now it's an organic garden.
Trippy.
Tell me what they do when I'm black and slow, when I'm money that low, but the rent rise up. White folks coming at the blue, they done tore that down and made that to a Whole Foods. Landlords looking for a payday. Numbers when the scooters where we used to slang, yeah.
Gentrification. So the name of the song, Jenn's Terrific Vacation, is also very, very close to the word gentrification, right? Let's go. Let's keep going.
Tell me what they do when I'm black and slow, when I'm money that low, but the rent rise up. White folks coming at the blue, they done tore that down and made that to a Whole Foods. Landlords
I love how they've taken that sample, and just twisted it the fuck around.
Written down when I bought a stacked out. A big chain notice on a franked out. I call the street built new condos. Talking about 3 G's for a 2-bedroom. Y'all better check my head soon. Better have a nigga out here with a loose screw. Tell me what they do when I'm black and slow, when I'm money get low, but the rent rise up.
So I want to touch on something real quick because this is something I think Danny does really well. I was saying this earlier, I think in this video. He's really good at giving us context. He's really good at dropping in these little things that you can pick up on, and it adds to what he's saying. Think about the previous track, Young, Black, and Poor. What's he describing? The neighborhood he grew up in, the conditions he grew up in, there's nothing there, poor, all that shit, right? Those couple of lines, right? The math ain't adding up. How they divide, they give us divisions, but the math ain't adding up. They're always taking, but they never give back to us. And now the very next song, what's happening? That same fucking neighborhood where there was nothing, there was no help, there was no money, there was no anything. Now it's being filled in with investment opportunities and white people and Whole Foods and condos that cost 3 G's for 2 bedrooms. All of a sudden, now there's value. Mindfuck. It's a mindfuck, especially if that's what you grew up in. It's on the other video I was talking about, one of the songs I really like from him is Fields. Because where I grew up, it was field, or house, field, house, 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 field. And there's something about that song, the way he presents it, it puts me in there. I feel like I'm there. And I just get this feeling of trying to picture myself as a kid, a young adult, whatever, just kind of walking through this neighborhood and just knowing something is wrong. This is a broken neighborhood. Something is, like, obviously you can see poverty, you can see drug abuse, you can see all these things, like, these things aren't great, but the greater on top of that, like, why is it this way? How is it this way? All neighborhoods are not like this. Why is this one like this? Why? How? So take that concept, and then the other song, Young, Black, and Poor, and growing up there and always having that in your mind, knowing this neighborhood this way. And now you go back, let's say you leave and you go back 5 years later, and it's totally fucking different. It's all filled in with nice buildings and Whole Foods and Starbucks and all this bullshit that never used to be there. That never was there. It's a mind fuck. Total mind fuck. This is great. This is why every now and then I'll harp about song order in an album and how much it matters, because it fucking matters. You can leave these little breadcrumbs. You can build songs off of other songs. It's hard to do, but you can do it. And when you do it well, it creates this amazing effect on the songs that follow and what they pick up from those other breadcrumbs that were left behind. Oh, man. This is fucking wild. Trippy, man. Nice production, too. That's drum fills. Great. Wow. And what's really neat too? There's whispers. Where you're gonna go? What you're gonna do? These whispers. At first, I didn't really get that. Like, why was he whispering? But now it's more like it's more like your own thoughts in your head. What am I gonna do? Where am I gonna go? I'm being driven out. The mindfuck on top of the mindfuck is I'm being driven out of the place I could not escape from. Like, what? It's just wild. Wild. What are you going to do when the block gets slow, the money gets slow, but the rent rise up? White folks coming out the blue. They done tore that down and made that a Whole Foods, which is good. Then Peggy can go shopping there and be all bougie. Landlords looking for a payday. Wow. I used to watch for them parked cars. Now it's just white girls drinking on White Claws. This is an incredible song. Damn. All right, let's keep going. This is I'm enjoying this. This is good. Track 7 is called Down With It, produced by Paul White, who did some production off of You Know What I'm Saying, and well done, in my opinion, as well. Let's jump in. Track 7.
Oh, yeah. What the fuck I'm supposed to do now? All alone, now I'm feeling like a clown. Should've listened to my homie when he told me slow down. Caught up in the moment, head was stuck in the clouds. Lifestyle of this music shit had me on some stupid shit. Never would've thought it fuck up who I'm closest with. All my fault for most of it. Thought I knew everything, but don't know shit. That's why I'm so sick, lost in my emotion. The path that I chosen left a nigga broken. Can't stay focused, hard for me to think. Trying to kill my pain, so I drink. Whoever would have thought it would end this way? Caught a couple times, but I thought we were straight. Got caught a couple times, but I thought we were straight. I had a woman down with me. World fell apart ever since you left. Fucked up bad, now I blame myself. Lost the only one that loved me, these hoes don't care. Got too confident, thought you ain't go nowhere. Now it's all over, can't stay sober. Deep in my depression, hoping I can get over. I had a woman down with me, but to me, she was down to get me. Help me out in this shit. Now I'm realizing that I love her.
That was great. That was fucking great. So, kind of slightly emotional over that one. Not a lot, but let's see if I can put... There's a lot of reasons for me to love this song because of Danny. What do we know about Danny Brown? Well, lots of issues with substance abuse, okay? Sure. So we're just going to take little pieces of information, like pile them up, almost like a court proceeding or some shit. Okay, we know that. He's got some lines in here. These fucking hoes don't love me. Where was it? Lost, the only one that loved me. These hoes don't care. Got too confident. Thought you ain't going nowhere. If you go up a little bit. Caught a couple times, but I thought we were straight. Got caught a couple times, but I thought we were straight. So I think, he probably got caught fucking around, but thought it wasn't that big of a deal, that maybe she wasn't too upset by it, whatever. Was wrong. Okay, so he's fucking around. This woman loved him. He realizes it now. But I think what I really like about this song is it's very sober, very open, honest. And when you think about a guy like Danny Brown, a guy who says things like rap saved my life, and says things like in Give 'Em Hell for It. Shit, I should have looked the lyric before I started this because I screwed it up in the other video too. But this music I'll leave behind is my legacy. I don't remember the entire verse right now, but I love that section. Fuck being on the radio don't make you ill, and I can't remember how it goes. But as someone who cares about music that he makes, okay, there's lots in this song. I feel like this is kind of Danny Brown really being honest Danny Brown. This is like pure Danny in the sense of, I'm going to strive to make the best music that I can. I'm going to strive to make music that I care about, that I think is real, that will leave behind my legacy. I want to be honest. I want to help other people. I want to help give them something to listen to and hear and understand, just like others did for me. I want to try and give them that path. I want to help them understand shit. And here we go. This is how I lost the woman that loved me. And that's powerful. That's very powerful. That's why I get a little stirred up over it. Not so much because of, my relationship is good and healthy, and I'm very happy about that. But this shit happens. It happens. And, I wonder too, how much of this is him just trying to tell her, hey, look, this is the truth. I fucked up. Maybe she doesn't talk to him. I don't know. I don't know anything about him, the relationship, anything. He went into rehab. So clearly, Danny is trying to correct some of these things. But you can't do it if you're not honest. And here he is just being honest, And for me, I'm not going to say this is my favorite song off the album or anything like that, but it sure is powerful because it's true. It's real. It's good in that sense, man. And two, with Danny, again, I don't know the guy, so I have to be careful. I want to re-emphasize that. I don't know anything about him. I haven't read about him, I don't even really watch his podcast too often. But the things that he has said in his music, the guy is clearly, there are lots of things that weigh on his mind. And that's okay. I mean, there's nothing wrong with that. He's not a bad person for having that, for, wrestling with that. But man, there's just been a lot in this guy's brain for a long fucking time. And it's been struggling to deal with it for a long fucking time, you know? Here he is, 40. Hopefully now, finally, you know, getting it together. Hopefully, man. Hopefully. It's kind of neat. This is cool. This is really cool. I was a little... Tantor really threw me off. Track 2 really fucking threw me off. I was like, where are we going with all this? But now I feel like we're settling in. Let's keep going. This is great. Track 8 is called Celibate. It's featuring Mike, produced by Sam I Am. I suppose that's how you say it. Sam I Am and Casa Overall. Here we go. Celibate, track 8.
If I knew you, I would send you to the stove. Pulled up in the Porsche, playing Kenny Lattimore. It's the matador, metaphors. You're wrong like the letter for trying to sell that stepped on Macklemore. Jesus Shuttlesworth with Butterworth. Used to call me Mr. Get what your money worth. She sucked it down like pot belly. And really got an ass, but she top heavy. In a Chevy looking like somebody told me something. Talking to your big homies like they owe me something. I ain't got time, bitch, I'm rolly hunting. Had the big head, spinning small face hundreds. Hoes treat me like wormholes. Mouth like I pre-ordered it, I download. What? Clown knows that brown nose. If you ain't getting money, what the fuck is you around for? I used to sell a bit, but I don't fuck around no more, I'm celibate.
Oh, interesting.
Had me trapped in that celibate. Locked up with some pimps, told me sell a bitch. Celibate,
interesting.
but I don't fuck around no more, I'm celibate.
Great wordplay. Great wordplay on this one. I like this.
Locked up with some pimps, told me sell a bitch. I'm in something, ain't got no ignition. Get attention like two hoes kissing. With they lips poked out like what you talk about, Willis. No ill feelings, 8-ball look like Krillin. Feeling down for the killing if you pay me for my shillings. It's a trillion different ways I can shorten your days. Fly shit you never find like airports in the maze. Long way up, but a short trip down. I'ma let you get your turn, but not right now. I used to sell a bit, but I don't fuck around no more, I'm celibate. Had me trapped in that celibate.
Interesting,
Locked up with some
interesting.
pimps, told me sell a bitch.
You use the Stella shit. It's the difference from the truth and how they telling it. There's some Zod go for high, but I could sell a bit. If you spooked and need a god, know where his cell is. Sometimes you settle with the price to build the etiquette. I got something heavy on my mind with a dready shit. How the niggas left me out for dry, feeling envious. Cause I drop affection through the slime, now my belly big. Lost a couple brethren to the grind, I could never quit. I just be adventurous with minds, need the pennies quick. Niggas still invested in the bribe and the friendliness. Only one to question me was God and the Confederate. I be saying less like I forgot. Fuck your regiment. I won't take a rest so niggas pop. There's no resemblance cause niggas play pretend for different sides. I used to sell a bit,
but I don't fuck around no more, I'm celibate.
Trippy.
Trapped in that celibate. Locked up with some pimps, told me sell a bitch.
Trippy. What was I gonna say? I should have paused it. I had a thought in my head and I lost it. Trippy, man. Neat style on this track. If I knew you, I would send you to the store, pulled up in a Porsche playing Kenny Lattimore. I don't know who that is. It's the matador of Metaphor Jerome, like the letter 4, but trying to sell that stepped on Macklemore, I don't know. I know of Macklemore. I don't really know anything about him. Jesus Shuttlesworth with Butterworth. Used to call me Kit Man anyway. Ain't really got an ass, but she top heavy. In a Chevy looking like somebody told me something. Talking to your big homies like they owe me something. Ain't got time, bitch. I'm rolly hunting. Had the big head spin and fall. Small face hundreds. Hoes treat me like wormholes. I don't like that annotation. Mouth like I pre-ordered it, I download. That line I don't like. Maybe like you're running a mouth like you before you even have it, whatever it is. Clown knows that brown knows. If you ain't getting money, what the fuck is you around for? The chorus is great. I really enjoyed the wordplay on the chorus. I used to celibate, but I don't fuck around no more. I'm celibate. I've been trapped in that celibate, locked up with some pimps till we celibate. Neglected with them sentences, fighting for better bars like reforms in prison. Great line right there. Keep on the mission, higher than tuition. Intuition telling me you're fucking with me. You're wishing. Out of place like carpet in the kitchen. I'm in something ain't got no ignition. Get attention like two hoes kissing with their lips poked out like, what you talking about, Willis? No ill feelings. 8-ball look like Krillin. Feeling down for the killing. If you play me for shillings, it's a treat in a different way. They can shorten your days. Fly shit you never found like airports in the maze. Long way. This was the line. Long way up. It's a short trip down. I'm going to let you get your turn, but not right now. It's a long way up and a short trip down. The reason why that stands out to me is because so many elements of mental stress, concern, worry that Danny has expressed. This is another portion that I forgot about, right? Takes a long time to build up and become successful in a rap career or something like that. And maybe I'm not right, and that's what he's referring to here, but just the general idea takes a long time to build up and have a successful career in music. It's hard, usually, right? But it sure as fuck doesn't take long to fall off, does it? You can disappear in a heartbeat, and unfortunately, for the most part, it seems like people will forget. Unfortunately, well, not necessarily. I mean, if you've got a good, strong core fan base, they won't forget. You can be gone for a while and then just poof out of nowhere, drop something, and then they'll listen. But it's easy to fall off. Mike's verse, I think he's saying stuff that's just over my bald little head here. You use the stellar shit. It's a difference from the truth and how they're telling it. There's some zeitgeist for high, but I could sell it if you spook. And neither God know where the sell is. Neither God. I don't know. Sometimes you settle with the price to build the etiquette, so you don't haggle. You just settle, so you can kind of have like a friendly agreement, I suppose. I got a better grip on life. My people's delicate. I went through deserts when the ice to find the messages. Had to pull a blessing out the sky by emptiest. Why all his blessings in disguise keep finessing him? Why all his blessings in disguise? This feels like a questioning of God, I suppose. I hope the lesson's thick, right? Like he doesn't learn. I don't know. I'm giving pressure to the guys, people's gelatin. I keep the premises alive and believe the sentences I scribe. People feed this shit. We're going to need checks. Yeah, I don't know. Feeling separate. I got something heavy on my mind where the dreadies sit. That's kind of a neat wordplay. Like dreadlocks are heavy, but then dreadful thoughts sit on your mind heavily also. How people left me out for dry. Feeling envious. Try pressure slide. Interesting song. Let's keep going. I feel like sometimes I take too long going over lyrics and I forget like where I'm at in the mood of the album. Track 9 is called Shakedown, produced by Kaylin Ellis. Here we go, track 9. Neat little piano bit.
You ain't fucking with these clowns, right? How you like me now? Got a boss up and shake down. Get your head up the clouds, gotta go and get it now. Got a boss up and shake down. Slow motion like an ocean front. So smooth like where you get your lotion from. It's the way you know me from. Ballin' like it's open grind. Never hold no phone on myself and point a loaded gun. No flash, no stacks.
Interesting
cool
with the class
that.
right there.
Used to catch the Buster 12 ass crack with the pack. Had me sitting to the side, couldn't even lean back. Now the only track I know is getting done with the Mac. With these tunes a pro, man, who sold you those? Who let your ass record your engineer as a troll? Island rolls up the hole under that light pole. Now I pose wearing clothes, shit you don't even know. Got a boss up and shake down. Go and bet the whole thou, but I take him right now. Got a boss up and shake down.
Got a boss up and shake down. Every morning waking up like this can't be. Now I understand the best things in life are free. I don't really know boss up and shake down what that necessarily means, but I'm kind of wondering like shedding something that's unnecessary, but I don't think so.
You don't like me now. When
when I made a mess, always there to wipe me down. Now that you're not around, felt like Miles without Francis. Always question everything, but you had all the answers. Everything my fault, thought that luck could be bought. It was all sugar till it turned to salt. Felt like I was trapped until I got caught. Thought I had everything until I took that loss. But cheaters never win, is what some might say. I threw the whole game, in the end got paid. Had to cover the spread, cold side of the bed. Never miss nobody when you live in your head. Fed up with all the extra shit, I just shut down. By myself, looking stupid, what I'm supposed to do now. Fed up with all the extra shit, I just shut down. Looking stupid, what I'm supposed to do now.
And I really like that the song is going to kind of spill out into this open space a bit. You know what's great? Track 1, he was talking about, who can you trust when you're living a lie, and talking about looking into the mirror and looking at himself and all this other shit. And now you've got verse 2 off of this. You don't like me now. When I made a mess, always there to wipe me down. Now you're not around. I feel like Miles without Francis. I don't know that reference. Always question everything, but you had all the answers. Everything is my fault. Thought that love could be bought. It was all sugar till it turned to salt. Now, I'm going to throw a little extra on this line. It's all sugar until it turned to salt. And I don't think he is trying to imply this, but I think sugar and salt look so similar, so it's somewhat easy to mistake the two. But something I thought of was the Old Testament, the Sodom and Gomorrah, when it gets destroyed by God, and the people that were leaving, you weren't supposed to look back. Well, one of them does and turns to salt. So just the idea of looking back and turning to salt kind of a thing, because that's what he's doing. He's reflecting on this past relationship. I don't necessarily think that's implied, but it's just something that popped in my mind. This is an amazing line. Felt like I was trapped until I got caught. That is fucking fantastic. That's as honest as you can be. Thought I had everything until I took that loss. But cheaters never win is what somebody say. I threw the whole game. In the end, got paid. Had to cover the spread, cold side of the bed. Good little wordplay there, right? Like covering the spread as in like sports gambling, which is talking about, throwing the game to get paid for it. But now you've got a cold side of the bed, a bed covering the spread. Never miss nobody when you live in your head. So this is just, unfortunately, at this moment in time, stark, painful realization of everything that went wrong. Never miss nobody when you live in your head. You can't, it's true. You can't miss or appreciate somebody that you're in a relationship with if all you're worried about is yourself. You can't, Fed up with all the extra shit, I just shut down by myself, looking stupid. What am I supposed to do now? I love, something too I love about this. I should have said this down, track 7, down with it, but Danny being open about this, honest about it, something that he cares for in terms of just music creation, but also too, in the world of hip hop, it's not a normal average thing for the guy to be all, open and raw, and I fucked up, I made a mistake, I'm wrong, I miss you, I love you, I ran you off, it was my fault. Like, there's a very substantial amount of ownership in this relationship failure, collapse, whatever you want to call it, He's owning it. He's owning his mistake. And I love that he's doing that in a public way. I think that's healthy for him. I think it's going to be healthy for other people. It's hard. It's hard. Like, he's saying all of this shit, and then he's going to be online. Like, he's going to be reading comments. He's going to be seeing videos. Well, maybe he'll see this. Who knows? But that's how far he's willing to take it. That's how real it is to him. He's owning it, really fucking owning it, you know? Because he's not like making this some sort of encoded lyrical message that you have to pick apart to understand. This is very, very straightforward. I felt like I was trapped until I got caught. Thought I had everything until I took that loss. Cheaters never win. Fucking incredible, man. It's really incredible. Good shit. Good shit. And I hope, goddamn, I hope it just works. Whatever, you know, whatever Danny's going through, whatever he's processing, man, whatever he's trying to work through. And it seems like there's a lot. I hope he keeps going. I hope he keeps working through it. I hope he keeps being honest with himself. Hope he stays sober. Danny, if you do see this, man, you got a lot of people rooting for you. You got a lot of fans who just love what you do. We don't know you personally, and I know that probably gets a little weird, but, you know, we see you on your podcast and we hear your song, and we think, you know, you're a cool person. We like you, Danny. We want good things for you. Track 10. It's called Hanami, produced by Seven Wonder. Let's drop in. Track 10.
They say age catching up, so I'm running from death. I done walked through the fire, tripping on heaven steps. Gotta keep shit moving, time won't stand still. Moving on with my life, can't cry in the milk spill. Rap a young man game and you missed your mark. Probably never win a Grammy or a chart on the charts. Should I still keep going or call it a day? All night thinking about the mistakes I made. Tell me where you're supposed to go when it ain't fun no more. If you don't rap, you don't eat, and that's the way you go. Can't have writer's block, might be out on the block. Didn't sign up for this, it's like I'm punching the clock. Even with all the stress, a nigga still feel blessed. Could've ended right there on them Claremont steps. Put my life in my purse when I'm dead in the hearse. You done read between the lines, see the pain and the hurt. All the trauma I endured, drugs and drink was the cure. Had to sin to make ends, but my soul was pure. Even with all the stress, a nigga still feel blessed. Could've ended right there on them Claremont steps. Even with all the stress, a nigga still feel blessed. Could've ended right there on them Claremont steps. Time wait for no man, so you can't waste time. Can't get time back, time at the time. Can't get time back, time at the time.
Can we get some guitar here? Fuck yeah.
Time wait for no man, so you can't waste time. Can't get time back, time at the time. Time wait for no man, so you can't waste time.
Good shit, man. Good shit. Yeah, that gets a heart for sure. Lots of things going through my head right now. Lots. One of the things that's going through my head is Calvin and Hobbes. There's a Calvin and Hobbes strip. I'm just kind of touched by this song, so I'm a little emotional. But I mean, the Calvin and Hobbes strip that I'm thinking of is they're out in the backyard playing, and it's like Sunday, right? Sunday afternoon. And Calvin is all stressed out because the weekend is drawing to an end, and pretty soon it's going to be Monday morning, and pretty soon he's have to go to school again, and the whole strip is him just fucking freaking out, stressing out about, oh my God, we got to have fun. We got to do this. We got to have fun because pretty soon I have to go to bed and blah, blah, blah. And this, and that. He's just ranting and raving. And the punchline panel is, oh my God, we have to hurry. It's 15 minutes later than it was 15 minutes ago. And I love that strip specifically just because it really captures the idea of stressing out about losing time and putting so much focus on appreciating time that you can't appreciate it. So I love this song, and I'm not going to criticize the song specifically, but I do want to kind of offer an idea to go with it. And the idea being, yeah, time is just, okay? And that's what it is. And it's good to sit and appreciate it. And it's good to kind of essentially do everything what Danny's talking about here. Like, appreciate. Don't waste your time. Don't piss it away because it's gone. You don't get it back. But don't focus on that so much that you can't enjoy what you're doing, because then what's the point? What's the point? If all you do is worry about time slipping away, and you're never enjoying the actual time that you're in the moment with, well, then it really doesn't matter if it's slipping away because you're not going to enjoy it anyway. So anyway, this is a fantastic song. Danny is... I got a lot of respect for this, man. I mean, I've heard some great lyrics in my life. Another song I was thinking about is a song by Rush, Time Stands Still. Summer's going fast, nights getting colder, children growing up, old friends growing older. I always get emotional at that part because the song, I love that song. I've been listening to it forever, lots of memories, but that song right there in that moment, the tone kind of shifts up, and so it feels anxious. I was thinking about that. They say age is catching up, so I'm running from death to walk through the fire, tripping on heaven's steps. Rap, a young man's game, and you missed your mark. Probably never win a Grammy or chart on the charts. Think about that. Should I still keep going or call it a day? All night thinking about dumb mistakes I made. This is incredible because he's doing a couple things in this song. Can't have writer's block, might be out on the block. Didn't sign up for this. It's like I'm punching the clock. It's kind of doing two things of questioning the whole path he's been on, and then questioning the whole path he's been on and where he is and, feeling like he's missed the mark a little bit. Okay. But also, do I keep going? Or do I give up? And if I give up, then what? Then what do I do? Jesus, man. Then the pre-chorus, even with all the stress, still feel blessed. Could have ended it right there on them Claremont steps. Danny's really going through it. He's really going through it on this one. Shall I proceed and continue? Ain't got no choice when the rent's due. Now think back to, was it Down With It or Shakedown? Shakedown, I think. Felt stuck until I got caught. Felt trapped until I got caught. And so I've said this before, and I don't know where Danny's mind is on this one, but this song being after that, him putting in these lines, ain't got no choice or the rent is due. Shall I proceed and continue? Ain't got no choice. What's he painting a picture of essentially being trapped? But what if he isn't really trapped? What if he only feels trapped until he gets caught in this, context? What if he only feels trapped, but then as soon as he can't rap anymore, oh my God, I wish I could still do that. That's a weird one. It's a weird one. This is honestly just fucking fascinating. One of the reasons why I'm so kind of blown away by this is, and I don't mean to be offensive, but Danny's kind of like the last guy I would have guessed to go down these deep philosophical meaning of life experiences and to bring them out so in the open like this, so honest, so raw, so uncertain. It's really fucking fascinating. Now, it's fantastic. So what's the answers to the question we all ask? What I was saying, let's move on from the past. Life don't last any day. That day, it's your time to time. Don't care how much you pray. Put my life in my verse when I'm dead in a hurry. So you done read between the lines through the pain and the hurt. All the trauma. I ain't doing drugs and drink was a cure. I feel like these lyrics might be fucked up. Had to send them make ends, but my soul was pure. kind of want to just sit in it, man. You know, it's interesting too is Danny talks about, you know, well, he hasn't said it specifically. I don't remember, but you know, music saving his life and him wanting to leave something behind for other people. And I feel like part of it is a sign of, hey, look, man, and we've heard this from other artists too. This shit ain't all cracked up to, you know, what it's supposed to be or whatever. I can't even say the phrase. It's not what it's all cracked up to be. There you go. I think that's what I'm supposed to be saying. Like people don't tell you the hard shit, you know, and that's something that I feel like is a flaw in our current society, where we emphasize so much the victory and the winning and the money and the fame, but we don't really hit on the dark side too often. We don't hit on the struggle to get there. We don't hit on the crushing disappointment if you don't make it. You know, there's a lot more to it than what is often celebrated and portrayed. And so I feel like Danny's just doing a great job of going, look, there's more to it than what you think. It ain't all about being a fucking rock star. There's way more to it than that. There's one more song. Let's get to the final track. It's called Bass Jam, produced by Paul White. Let's jump in. And it sounds great already. I was hoping when I saw Bass Jam, get a nice bass in there.
Hold up, that's my shit. Play it one more again. Play it one more again. Hold up, that's my shit. Play it one more again. Play it one more again. Remember back when it was hard for me to sleep? Mama played them old school jams on repeat. A little shy day sent me on my way. Dreaming about the shit that I'm doing today. Cleaning up the house, Mary J on cassette. Smoking on the J-Sos on the TV set. Running home from school, loose ends on blast. Play another song, let the music talk for us. Have us shedding tears, so we talk through the chorus. Play another song, let the music talk for us. Have us shedding tears, so we talk through the chorus. Hold up, that's my shit. Play it one more again. Play it one more again. Hold up, that's my shit. Play it one more again. Play it one more again. In the minivan with Granny, about to do us some shopping. Johnny Kemp just got paid, got that whole car rocking. That was back in the days, it wasn't about no clout. Niggas made music about what they really bout. Heard us on my first time and it gave me goosebumps. Said everything I felt, everything that I want. Play another song, let the music talk for us. Have us shedding tears before we get to the chorus. Play another song, let the music talk for us. Have us shedding tears before we get to the chorus. Play it one more again.
Crying to a Danny Brown song. I never thought I'd see the day. But why? Why am I crying, friends? Why am I crying? Why is this so touching? Well, a lot of reasons, a lot of layers here. Let's see if I can fucking get through it. Play another song, let the music talk for us, have us shedding tears. So, I could do this. Come on, fucking calm down. You know, when I get sick, when I get tired, I get more emotional. So, not to say that I wouldn't cry anyway. I mean, this is a beautiful fucking song, but it's hard to get through. I'm gonna take these off. A little hot. So, the music video for, I can't remember, it's showing him as kind of younger in the house, and there's all the flowers on the car, and there's all these flowers in the house, and it seems very reflective. But basically, let's kind of take Danny Brown's life, you know, all the shit that he went through and the relationships that he's had, and, you know, family, and which I don't know anything about, so I'm not going to comment specifically on that. But what I'm getting from this is, you know, they probably didn't really do that well at talking to each other about their emotions, their feelings. And so, here's a guy, you know, music saved his life. And I think one of the ways he did it, one of the ways music did it, was because he was able to share his feelings with his family. That's beautiful. That shit's beautiful. And it hurts because, again, there's some more like, goddamn, I'm just going to fucking bawl on this one. Come on. Just calm down. Just calm down a little bit. You kind of get a understanding of why it's so important to him for all these multitude of reasons, and why he wants it to be his legacy, and why it's so hard. I'm fucking crying like it's my own goddamn song, you know, but like why it's so hard to accept the idea that other people are making this other music that he thinks is shit and it's way more successful. God. You know, and then feeling trapped in the game, but as soon as he's out, he's probably going to wish he could still do it, feeling like he's getting too old for it. Wow. Wow. My throat is so fucking tight right now. I think too, I don't want to say I can connect with this because, you know, Danny and I are about the same age. I think I'm like a year older or whatever, but I can relate to him with one thing of that. It just goes faster and faster and faster and faster. Time just goes. And it is what it is, man. It's nothing, you know, that in itself is nothing to cry about, but if you're trying to hold on to something that was behind you, it's like you feel your fingers getting fucking ripped off. You can't hold on, man. You can't fight the ride. You can't. It just goes. you just gotta go. Just gotta go with it. Oh God, it's beautiful. Just fucking beautiful. And I think, you know, another reason why I can connect with Danny too is his love for music. I mean, we love music. So this, yeah. Can't talk. Like my throat, like physically hurts. Just beautiful. It's beautiful and it's heartbreaking and it's sad and it's glorious and it's just, that's good. Oh man, I had no idea. Oh, no idea. I'd be bawling my eyes out to Danny Brown. Bravo, Danny. God damn it. Oh God, it's been. I really. You know, Kendrick's good at this. He's good at being open and really putting shit out there. But God, there's something about this one, man. It just cuts through it. It cuts through so much noise, so much bullshit, so much fanciness, I suppose, you know? Danny's just laying it out there. And I just respect the shit out of that. Another thing, too, I'll bring in some metal, some Tool, of course. My favorite song of all time is Invincible by Tool, and that whole song is essentially them kind of addressing the same thing, not so much about music saving their life or anything, but just getting older. You know, when you play metal, You play progressive metal, very complicated timing structures and rhythm changes and precision and fucking, and you're getting older, it gets harder and harder, and eventually you can't do it anymore. Fuck. Wow. Wow. Yeah. Good shit. Oh, man. Oh. Right there. Right there. I don't really have any closing thoughts. I kind of don't want to do the videos because it's for Tantor and, Jenn's terrific vacation will be good, but Tantor is kind of loud. I don't really want to go to that space right now. What a beautiful song. Bass Jam. God, what a beautiful, beautiful, beautiful song. Oh, especially too. And so one of the reasons why I love Invincible so much by Tool is not because of the song itself. The song itself is fucking amazing. But the context of when the song was made. So this was the first song after 13 years of making no music. And the whole idea is, are they still relevant? Basically the song is a metaphor of a warrior looking for being consequential. Can I still fight? One of the lines is weapon out and belly in, trying to suck it in. Like, I'm not old yet. I can still fight. And then they kind of breaks into the second half, talking about, tears in my eyes, searching for the fountain of youth, and time standing in my way, time's bearing down. And it's an incredible song musically and all that stuff, but the context of who made it and when they made it in their career. And this is the same thing. Same fucking thing, man. God. Danny Brown, been going through this shit for well over 10 years now. And here he is. Here he is. And he feels almost trapped, and maybe he feels disappointed, and maybe he feels like he didn't make it. But God damn it, he still loves it, and he still wants to do it. I'm gonna make myself cry again. And I laugh just because, I laugh as a coping mechanism. I laugh to try and break my own emotional thing, not out of embarrassment. That's really what I'll say. I'm not embarrassed. I'm absolutely not embarrassed. I'm fucking just kind of over the moon, really, that he could do something like this. Oh, God. Okay, we're gonna do some music videos. Oh, Jesus. I gotta calm down. Okay, YouTube, go away. Go away. I'm gonna do music videos now. Patreon only. Go away. Well, I think I can actually do closing thoughts now. Although it was such a ride, I kind of don't know where I am right now. It's kind of funny. I'm going to make another, I'm going to come out of left field on this one. Nicki Minaj, right? When you think of Nicki Minaj, you think of a certain image, you think of a certain type of music, you think of, certain types of lyrics, whatever. But with Nicki Minaj, I've come to find I really like her non-hits. Save Me, Pills and Potions, The Night is Still Young, Grand Piano, I Lied. I like a lot of the songs that aren't hits. And I kind of feel weird with Nicki Minaj because I feel like she's portrayed a certain way. And I think she has a lot to do with that. I think that's her own decision. And that's fine, whatever. It's obviously working out well. But it kind of fucks with my head a little bit because you think of Nicki Minaj, you think of a certain type of artist, music, lyrics, whatever. And I feel like, maybe Danny Brown kind of exists in the same lane of when you think of Danny Brown, kind of think of silly, ridiculous, funny, over the top. But man, this album is not that. It is not that. And so really I'm kind of caught off guard by the openness, the honesty, really how real this fucking album is. It fucking blows me away. It blows me away. It's been a long time since I've heard something this open. And for the record, when I say that, the first thing that comes to mind is Mr. Morale and the Big Steppers. Because Kendrick did a lot on that. He did a lot on that. But I feel like this is a little different because I think Kendrick in his position and what he was doing, he was really striving for a different goal. I don't want to say bigger or better or anything like that, but Kendrick was striving for something more in a sense of speaking to society. He's addressing his own shit, yes, but he's also speaking to society. This album, 40, Danny is tearing himself open. He is tearing himself open, stripping down to his absolute core and laying it all out there for himself and for anyone else that needs to hear it. Anyone else that is looking for kind of a guiding light type of thing. Anyone else who will feel through music and listen through music. And I know that sounds dumb, right? Listen through music. Like what the fuck are you talking about? Listening is music and all this other shit, right? What I mean is there are people out there who, you know, maybe they don't have anyone who can help them with their problems. Maybe there are people out there who have a hard time listening to those who are older and taking advice or whatever. But maybe they'll hear a message through songs instead. Maybe. God damn. I mean, I just didn't expect it. Not to say I didn't think he could do it, but this isn't what I expected at all. And I wonder now what Danny's going to do. What would you do? I would love to hear an album from sober Danny. But I also imagine I don't want to say that's terrifying for him because I just don't know the guy, but I imagine it would be terrifying. I don't know. We'll see. I would be terrified. If I were in that situation, if I had gone through so much life of not processing shit and in dealing with it via drugs, alcohol, sex, etc., and now I'm clean, and now I have explored myself, and now I have found some truths within, and now I'm going to express that in a sober way. Ooh, boy. That's some honesty. And to me, you know, it's really kind of weird how honesty like that, to me, takes the most balls. I shouldn't say balls, right? I'll be more inclusive. Guts, nerve. That shit is as real as it gets. That's as real as it gets. And in a world where in music, and I'll say hip hop more specifically, but just in music in general, where, you know, there are plenty of people who try and talk about how they're so fucking tough and they're so badass. To me, it takes the strongest person to come out and be honest and open. That is real strength. That is real toughness. That is the absolute badass that can do that, who can just almost essentially crucify themselves. This is who I am. Jesus, what a day. What a day. Great music. I'm so wiped out. I feel better than I did yesterday, but I am fucking tired now. Okay. All right, y'all. Take care. We'll see you.